Hi friends, how are you all today? You all are having a great day. So in this video, we're going to talk about your USP, unique selling proposition. So I have divided it into four parts. It's how to identify your USP, how to activate your USP, how to test your USP, and how to use your USP. So there's a saying, success is not a gift, it's a reward. You have to earn it. So this video we'll focus on the aspect of not the success, but to identify your USP and how to use it to make it a success. So the first step is how to identify your USP. I think many of us have hidden talents. It's just we don't know how to enlighten it. So that's the major drawbacks what we have throughout our life. So identifying what our potential is and how to use it. So first of all, identifying your USP is very important to make you a successful person. See, the difference between us and animals is animals like to survive, but human beings, we want to be successful. So that purpose is what differentiates between us and the animals. So first of all, first you have to believe that you are unique. See, as per biology, no two DNA will be the same. So each DNA has its own characteristics. So in our DNA, we have different characteristics. So the same thing holds to the unique selling proposition also. So the second thing is you have to stop comparing yourself with others. Comparison will only create problems, to not make you better. So you should always stop comparing yourself with others and try to improve your own game. That's the most important thing in life. So most of us treat life as a snake and ladder game, and we are afraid of the snakes, means the losses. So we always see we take a few steps forward and then get trapped in the snake and fall down. So this is the basic idea we have always of the life, that it's a snake and ladder game. So instead of treating it like a snake and ladder game, we can treat it like a chess game. So the failure is going to be your opposition in the chess, and you want to be on the successful side. So you always play the game like a chess. So you should always plan your moves, make necessary adjustments to win the chess game. So you have to treat life like a chess game. That's the basic point. So always explore your inner world and try new things in life. See, whether you have an USP or not, you will only understand if you try new things. Just doing the routine things what you do every day will not take you anywhere. It will just make your life going to the next day. So it gets boring over a long period of time doing the same thing. So that's one of the things. So you should always create a situation which is not comfortable to you. That's the basic mistake. What we do is we always make a comfort zone and we always like to stay in it. So you should always create in such a situation that it should not be comfortable to you and you have to face it. There many of your qualities will come out on the situation. So try to create a situation where you're not comfortable and then face it. So everyone says losing is bad, losing is insulting, but actually losing is the best ways to identify your USP. Only when you lose you will understand so what you need to do to make yourself better. So losing is one of the best ways to identify your USP. So the second step is you have identified your USP. Then the next task will be to activate it. The first is you should reduce the negative thoughts from your mind. See, make yourself a point clear that overnight you cannot be a positive person. It has to do it incrementally. So negative thoughts will always be present, but you have to always think and make it as much as possible. So that's the first thing. See, always we are surrounded by negative people, but at once you cannot leave them and say that you are negative or something. So you have to slowly remove these negative people to your own way. So should not make them feel unhappy. That's one of the things. So when you have free time, don't seek advice from others. So you can use the same time to activate the special person in you. Do your own stuff, do your own way, do things in your own way. then you will actually make your USP activate. That's one of the things. Always believe your gut feeling. Sometimes it not be right, but it will definitely not cheat you. So you'll always feel satisfied even if you fail when you follow your gut feeling. That's one of the things. So first, see, already you cannot make your passion as profession at the one stretch. First, make your passion as hobbies, and then eventually it can lead to a permanent solution. So please read books, such things we can read in books, you can see from others, a lot of ways to activate your USP. So this is one of the ways, is make it as a hobby. The third step is, so you have activated a USP, now you have to test it. So what you have to do is identify people with similar USP and try to form a team to test your USP. See, here I'm not giving examples like what you have to do. So you have to have your own USP. So then you have to identify people with similar USP and try to form a team. So when you form a team, you can compete with each other or compete with together and make your USP and exponentially grow your USP. So that's one of the ideas. And please give yourself enough time to execute your USP. See, people don't become success in just one day. It has to come over time. So you have to give yourself enough time to execute your USP and then make an assessment whether that USP is going to be just a passion or it's going to be a lifelong solution for you. So you have to always keep testing your USP until it becomes a second nature. See, when your USP becomes a second nature, then you can always play with it and make it better. So that's the whole point. Once you have established that USP is creating a flow, then keep going and improve it on a daily basis. So keep working on your USP and make it better. That's one of the primary things you have to do. So you always have to set the bar high and try to reach it. It's a common philosophy that you set a goal and you set your bar high and keep reaching it. When you reach the bar, then put the bar still more high. So make it yourself better is always going to be the first priority. Okay. The fourth step. So now you have tested a USP and it's giving you fruits. So now after gaining your USP, what you want to do? So you have to create a brand for your USP and market it. So just having the USP, activating it and using it will not help. You have to make yourself a brand and you have to market it so that people can identify your USP and you can make a profit out of it. So there is nothing wrong in making a profit. So identify the potential beneficiaries from your USPs. You just find out that using a USP, who can benefit from it and give you a return. So you have to identify those things and you share your experience with your USP with others who are just beginning to find their USP, so that the mistakes you have done, you can tell them so that they can eliminate at the starting stage and help them reach their USP faster, in a faster way. So always experiment in life to upgrade your USP. So don't be a local person like you have to only win in your own area. So try to display your USP on a world stage and make yourself profitable on a world stage. So that's where you can achieve the satisfaction you require. So you always have to compete with your counterparts with similar USP, so that it's like a sparring session where you fight with your counterparts and see how your USP is doing, and then you can make necessary adjustments to improve it the next time. So using your USP can also trigger a revolution. A lot of revolutions have happened to one person with their USP. So these things do happen. So it can trigger a revolution. It's a long shot, but sometimes revolution do happen with USP. So this is my own personal experience, what I'm speaking about. So go conquer the world and make your USP an invincible weapon. If you like our video, please subscribe, share, comment, and press the bell icon button. Go conquer, get your USP. Have a good day. Bye.